Okay, I gotta talk about this too. I'm gonna probably try to leave a link in the description below. I just read this too, and I don't want this to happen now. Actually, I was reading about the Death Note movie, the American version that is supposed to take place, directed by Shane Black and all this type of stuff, and they're changing so much of it that it's not gonna be a Death Note story anymore. It's gonna be weird to me. Because the one thing that I read about that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever is that they're going to exclude all the mentioning of Shinigami. What? How is that even possible? Bitch, where did he get the Death Note from then? What the fuck? Why get rid of some of the central characters in the series who gave the fucking notebook? And if Misa's character is in the movie, whether she is named Misa or not, if there is a girl in the movie who is like Misa Amane, how the fuck would she get the Shinigami eyes? Who did she make this deal with? What? When I read it, I was just like, what? That doesn't make no fucking sense. And then another thing I read is that for some odd reason, they want to change Light's purpose from being one of justice and passing judgment on the wicked to one of vengeance. So he's going to be a character who's killing people to exact his revenge or to take out vengeance because something was done wrong to either him or his family. What? What? He's not going to be a likable character then. I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. Two things have happened that they're trying to hide behind. One, they don't want to make a murderer the protagonist, quote unquote, in a series, in a movie that some kids who shouldn't be watching the shit are probably going to watch in the first place because, let's face it, everyone is familiar with the Death Note series. So they want to wash their hands of the whole affair of this being someone that kids idolize and all this dumb shit, whatever. But the second thing that they're going to do is L is going to be portrayed as the protagonist of this series. I'm pretty sure in this series, L is not even going to die. He's probably not even going to die. You know what I'm saying? Light is probably going to die early on in this. It's probably going to be like an hour and 30-minute movie, and Light is going to die in the end. He's going to be beaten by L. That's how it's going to end. So I don't know how I feel about none of that shit. You know what? I do know how I feel. I don't want none of that shit to happen. If that's what they're going to do, because Shane Black apparently is against all of that. You know what I'm saying? When the writers came to him with that and the studio said, if you don't make these changes, we're not going to make the movie, he was like, well, don't make it then, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So he's at odds with the studio about all these changes that they want to make to the movie, and he doesn't want the shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of like, I fuck with you, Shane Black, because I honestly don't want to see it if it's going to be like this, and he doesn't want to direct it if it's going to be like this, so that's cool. I'm glad for that shit. You know, but fuck, man, if they're going to do that shit, then that's going to piss me off, man. Fuck, why would they do that? Why would you fuck up a movie? I mean, why would you fuck up a series like that? Don't fuck it up. I mean, the anime had some different shit from the manga, but it was still cool. Like, the anime ending was a lot different from the manga. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the manga, you know what I'm saying, Light pretty much begged Ryuk to help him. You know, so he was like, please, Ryuk, please help me. Kill them all, kill them all, kill them all, please help me. And then Ryuk was just like, wow, if it has come to this, then your time really has run out. And he wrote his name down in the Death Note and he killed him. It's kind of like, yeah. The anime ending was different because they still tried to paint Light in this sort of, you know what I'm saying, like, he wasn't a bitch in the end. Like, in the manga, he kind of went out like a bitch. But in the anime, he was just like, he just ran away, you know what I'm saying? He just left and was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? He tried to hide out and then he dies. I was kind of like, oh, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying, that's cool. But to completely change that whole plot, because why even watch it if Light is just on some quest for vengeance? If you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to fucking murder everybody because what they did to my dad or what they did to my mom or what they did to my sister. I don't want to watch that shit. I don't want to watch that shit. How many fucking series, how many movies and TV shows and books have you read where that is the character's purpose? All of them. Most adaptations of anything have the character who was on a quest for revenge that can't be quit. I mean, look at Sasuke. That was his whole character's purpose. And I don't fucking like Sasuke. That was his whole purpose for living. You know what I'm saying? Look at Mahito. You know what I'm saying? From Zetsuo no Tempest. That was his whole purpose. A quest for revenge. If not for Yoshino to balance that shit out, Zetsuo no Tempest would have pissed me off. That really would have pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time that shit worked out was with Zankayo no Terror, because both 9 and 12 did want to exact some revenge for what had been done to them, but they just wanted that knowledge to be exposed to the world. Not like they were going to go around and fucking kill everybody, because they killed like no people, you know what I'm saying, at all in what they did. But when I read this shit about Death Note, I was just like, yeah, you can't change his character from being one who had a god complex, who thought in his mind he was becoming the god of this new world, to one who just like, yeah, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to wipe them all out because of what they did to my family. Well, he's not really passing judgment then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it went like, I don't like that shit at all. I don't like that shit at all, bitch. I'm talking about at all. On another note, though, I just read this. I don't know how true this is because it was on a Tumblr feed, but it could be wrong. But I just read that they're talking about making an OVA series based on Beyond Birthday. What? I'm gonna watch the fuck out. If that's true, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that. For those of you who don't know, Beyond Birthday was the original second in line to take over for L. You had A, who couldn't handle the pressure and committed suicide, and then you had B, you know what I'm saying, which was Beyond Birthday, and he was the one who was supposed to take over for L. They mentioned him in the anime series. They mentioned that shit. L says the Los Angeles BB murder case. They mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got the book in my fucking room. I got the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this book, it's like B, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil it, fuck it, but it's involving, what's her name? Naomi, the chick who was going to marry Ray Pember. You know what I'm saying? That chick. What's her name? Naomi Misora or some shit like that? Yeah, her. That chick. It's involving her. You know what I'm saying? And when she first met L, when she worked together for the first time with L and B, you know what I'm saying? The second person who was supposed to be in line. You know what I'm saying? This takes place way before Nier and Mello. Originally, it was A and B. So Nier and Mello are technically third and fourth instead of 1 and 2. They're third and fourth. But yeah, like, this takes place before that, and you have B. And B thought that he was better than L, and so to prove that he was better than L, he was like, the best way to be better than the world's greatest detective is to be the world's greatest criminal. I want to watch the fuck out of it. If that's true, it was just on the Tumblr feed. I don't know how true that shit is, but it was on the Tumblr feed. So if that's true, I'm going to be ecstatic as fuck. If not, whatever, I still got the book. I can still read the book. But if it's true about the Tumblr feed thing, that's going to be awesome as shit. But let me know what you think about all this Death Note news, about this shitty movie that they're trying to make, and they're going to fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you feel about the OVA series that's supposed to be coming out, you know what I'm saying, with Beyond Birthday. It's going to be cool as shit. But let me know what you think about all this stuff, man. Vash and Pete, go!